Okay, so welcome to this short video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Malcolm Pennington, and I'm the owner and founder of Globit, which is this company here. We have an online platform educating people on what is Bitcoin and how to multiply their Bitcoin. And with me today, of course, I've got my good friend, Triumphant Ogre. He's based in London, UK, and I'm based in Spain, where I've been living now for just over 20 years. But this video is to help our team on the best way to fund their YOTA account. So if you've just recently registered with YOTA and you've not yet funded your YOTA account and you're asking what's the best way to fund YOTA, then my recommendation is that you fund it with something called Bitcoin. Now, many people will already know a little bit about Bitcoin, but for many people, of course, they might be hearing that word for the first time. So before I go any further, let me give you a little bit of background about what Bitcoin is, and then obviously it will make a lot more sense. Of course, I hope you like my virtual background. You'll see behind me, I've got piles and piles of Bitcoin. I wish that was reality, because each Bitcoin today is worth over $8,000 a coin. So that's quite incredible. Bitcoin, incidentally, was introduced in 2009, never been done before, a bit like the advent of the internet. When the internet came around, that had never been done before, but now, of course, we all use it and we all take it for granted. So when Bitcoin was first introduced in 2009, it had never been seen before. It had no value. And in 2010, it had a value of just 10 cents a coin. So those coins behind me were all worth effectively 10 cents. But this is a virtual currency. So although we talk about coin, it's not something you can put physically into your pocket like the old-fashioned fiat currency, which we know of today, of course, whether it be dollars, euros, or pounds. Those, of course, we can put into our pockets. But with virtual currency or digital currency, it's just something intangible. It's online, but it does have a physical value. So basically, yes, in 2010, each coin was worth 10 cents. And had you had the opportunity and the good fortune to open an account in 2010, you would have transferred, let's say, $1,000 or maybe £1,000 into your Bitcoin account. And we'll show you how to do that in just a few moments. And if you'd have sat on that account for just 7 years, from 2010 until today, that account will be worth over $82 million, because the price today in November 2017 is over $8,200 a coin. And the incredible thing is that financial experts say and predict that this coin is going to continue appreciating because of its scarcity and because of the fact that it's got a growing global demand. Experts predict it will continue to rise to over $1 million a coin. And that's exactly why we recommend that everybody should now be opening a Bitcoin wallet and transferring some of their currency, which is going down in value, whether it be pounds, dollars, euros, or wherever you are in the world right now. You should be opening a Bitcoin account, transferring some of your money, and watching it grow in value. But of course, opening an account is one thing, but multiplying it is something even better. And with YOTA, we're using our Bitcoin to physically multiply the amount of Bitcoin that we have. Of course, the more Bitcoin that you've got, the more wealth you're accruing, completely passively. And we all know that with YOTA, of course, there's no selling, there's no recruiting. It's just a question of funding it and watching your account grow in value. So basically, that gives you a little bit of history of Bitcoin. And now it gives me a chance just to introduce you to my friend Triumphant. And Triumphant will give you his brief experience. I think Triumphant's been working with Bitcoin for about a year, but he'll tell you better than I can. But we met online about a year ago, and Triumphant took a leap of faith. And obviously, Triumphant will give you his personal experience. So over to you, Triumphant. If you just give a little bit of background about when we met, how we met, and what sort of experiences you've had in the last 12 months, and how you see the future panning out with Bitcoin and with YOTA.
Yes, I started Bitcoin business about a year ago, and it was introduced by Malcolm, my friend, to me. And many of you will have heard of Agam and Questra. I joined Agam and Questra with the intention of making money from that, and then transferring the money to my Bitcoin account. And I've been doing this for over a year now. And now my friend Malcolm introduced me to YOTA.biz. And I found this very, very, very good. And real money spinner. The fact is that I discovered that it's even better than many of the investment I've made in terms of, profits that I make on a daily basis. You are paid on a daily basis. That's very great. You have the option to just deposit some money and start making money all day. And you can add another option of getting people to join as well. You get money payment from whatever profit they make as well. The company YOTA.biz will pay you certain percentage on the profit they make on a daily basis. So you're making money on what you deposited, and you're making money from what people make, those who joined under you. So it's just great, you know.
Yeah,
and so I've joined.
The amazing thing, of course, with those deposits, the returns are anywhere between 1.5% per day and as much as 3.5% per day. That's 5 days a week.
Yes. And the reason why I really like this business is because you can withdraw your capital anytime. And if you read the terms of investment management trust agreement of YOTA.biz, it tells you that your money is guaranteed. So,
can you show that, Tramp? And I think you've got the document there, haven't you?
Here is the document. You can find this in the YOTA.biz under where it has documents. You can print that and read it. It's only 9 pages. It spells out the obligations of the company and how your money is guaranteed. So you won't lose out, and your money will last for a long, long time, as long as the company exists.
For those people who don't know you, Triumphant, it might be worthwhile just pointing out that in fact you do have a legal background. So where most people might scan the first few paragraphs, you've read in detail the whole 9 pages, and you jokingly comment that it's only 9 pages. But if you just give them a little bit of an insight into your legal background at Triumphant, I think they might find that quite relevant.
Yes. I studied law at South Bank University in London, so I've got my LLB honors, and then put simply, I'm a legal expert. And in terms of trust that was set up in order to create this company, this is the trust agreement. I've read it and I'm happy with it. To me, it's one of the best trust agreements that has been drawn up and agreed by the trustees, which is YOTA.biz, joint stock company, and those 2 rich guys, millionaires, who set up the trust. So they are saying to you, look, come and invest with us and make money, and your money is guaranteed. Your capital is guaranteed. You cannot lose your capital. And they are saying to you, you can earn between 1.5 and 3% daily. So why don't you just jump on that? I've read many terms of agreement of many investment companies, and they are all rubbish.
I tell you what, Triumph, and of course, I appreciate all of that, what you're saying, but of course, for those people who are already convinced on the merits of YOTA, they just want to know how to fund it. And of course, this video is really not designed to convince people on the merits of YOTA. We're already convinced anyway. We're entrepreneurs. We recognise that with whatever you do in life, especially where business is concerned, there's an element of risk. And but we're prepared to take that element of risk because the upside is so strong that it's worth investing as far as we're concerned.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's move along. So for those people who want to fund their account and they haven't got a Bitcoin wallet right now, we've explained what Bitcoin is, we've explained what the current value is. And if you're not convinced about that value, there is a website you can go to, which is coindesk.com. That's www.coindesk.com. And on the top right of that website, you'll find that the value of Bitcoin is listed in three currencies. That's pound sterling, US dollars, and also Japanese yen. And that's the current value at the moment, 8,200. I think it's very likely it's going to be over 10,000 by Christmas. Maybe, somewhere between 10,000 and 11,000, but it's really anybody's guess. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm keeping my Bitcoin for the medium to long term. When it goes down in value, I'll never get nervous because I'm firmly of the opinion that it's going to rise to $1 million a coin anyway. Okay, and of course, my investment in YOTA is only going to help to multiply my Bitcoin and help me get there that much faster. So with the aid of Triumphant, Triumphant, of course, is totally conversant with how to use Bitcoin. But obviously with the help of Triumphant, I'm going to talk through Triumphant as if Triumphant is a new student. And if you watch this video from start to finish, you can pause it where necessary. You can wind it back where necessary. And if you just follow these steps, step by step, you'll have absolutely no problem in registering your Xapo account, getting it verified, funding your account, and then transferring those funds across to your YOTA account. So do listen to it carefully, pause it where necessary, wind it back and listen to it a few times, and you'll have absolutely no problem in funding your account. So Triumphant, if you go to the following page, which is www.xapo.com, which is xapo.com.
Okay. I need to...
Actually, if you share your screen as well, Triumphant, that will be absolutely great.
Okay, share screen.
You just, there we go. Absolutely brilliant.
So I can then go to...
This technology that we're using, for those people who are not familiar with Zoom, is a brilliant technology that we use for our team because we have a YOTA team growing around the world and we can communicate with people simply sitting at home. I've got my virtual background, as you can see, but I'm here in Spain. And we can communicate with people around the world and share our knowledge, build people's understanding, and obviously build a business for ourselves and build our team at the same time. So using this Zoom technology is absolutely brilliant. Okay, so on the browser bar, Triumphant, if you just type in xapo.com, xapo.com.
Xapo.com.
Okay.
Okay. Then I've got some...
Yeah, I think what Triumphant did there, he must have typed it into the search engine. If you type it into the browser bar right at the very, very top, which is xapo.com, right at the very, very top there. That's that in that one there. If you just the one below that one there. That's right. If you just
xap.com.
That's right. The website should open.
That is it.
There we go. There we go. Okay. So Triumphant, of course, is on his laptop, on his desktop, I'm not sure. But that's the website. Now, what I do recommend is, of course, most people have got a smartphone these days. So whether you've got an Android phone or whether you've got an iPhone, I recommend that you download the app on your phone. Okay, so go to the Google Store or go to the Apple Store and download the app onto your phone, because you can complete most of this, in fact, you can complete all of this registration process on your mobile app. Okay, and it's a brilliant app. On my phone here, I've got two wallets. I've got Xapo, but I've also got Coinbase. I've got accounts with 5 different Bitcoin wallets. And just for your information, I'll tell you why I use Xapo and especially Coinbase. Xapo is brilliant because it has one of these Visa debit cards. Okay, and that Visa debit card is linked to my Xapo account. So when I have Bitcoin sitting in my Xapo account, I can go and spend that Bitcoin anywhere in the world where they accept Visa. Because many people say to me, well, this Bitcoin sounds wonderful, but if it's so brilliant, where can I spend my Bitcoin? Now, obviously, you can spend it anywhere where they're prepared to accept Bitcoin, but I never ask people that question, do you accept Bitcoin? Because most people are going to say, well, what's that? I just simply ask, do they accept Visa? 9 times out of 10 they do, and I pay with this. So I can go to the hairdresser, I can go to a Chinese restaurant, an English restaurant, I can pay for flights, hotels, car hire, petrol, you name it, I can buy it on this card.
When I was in Nigeria,
exactly. This is very interesting. Tell us that story, Tran.
When I was in Nigeria in April this year, my account was said to be dormant. Fortunately, I had a Xapo card with me, and with that, for 2 good weeks, I used Xapo card to finance my needs in Nigeria, and that saved my life actually, because without that card, I would have been stranded. So it's useful anywhere on this planet where they accept. What is it again? They accept
Visa.
Where they accept Visa. So that's how useful it is.
But what you're quoting there, Triumphant, is how you use the Xapo card to withdraw cash from the local ATM machines in Nigeria.
Yes, that's right.
Exactly, and I do the same here in Spain. So wherever you are in the world, if you travel with this card and you need cash, you take this to any ATM machine, any bank, any ATM machine, put this into the machine, and if you're in America, you'll withdraw dollars. If you're in the UK, you'll withdraw pounds. If you're in Europe, it's euros. So this is absolutely brilliant.
And if you're in Nigeria, you withdraw naira.
Exactly, naira in Nigeria. So it's completely, it's a wonderful system.
Yes.
So as we're saying, download the app onto your phone, and there are 2 stages when it comes to registering your account. If you just click Triumph, and I know you've got your account already, but if you just click where it says sign up, it's actually asked you to download the app, I think, on the first page. Yeah, there you are, you see. So it's asking you to download the Xapo app either from the Google Play Store or from the Apple Store. And when you register that account, there are 3 things which you need to remember. If you write this down, the first thing is you're going to need a 4-digit PIN. Okay, so when Triumphant logs into his account in just a few moments, the first thing it's going to ask him is Triumphant's 4-digit PIN. So that's what you're going to have to do for yourself. When you register your account, you will need to register a 4-digit PIN, and you need to keep that somewhere safe. Do not lose it, and do treat it very seriously. So that's a 4-digit PIN. The other thing you're going to need is you're going to need a password. So don't lose your password. The reason I'm saying that is because many people do. People go and open a Xapo account and then forget the 4-digit PIN, forget the password, and wonder why they can't access the money. Do not lose your password. Do not lose your PIN code. Okay? So if you now log into your Xapo account, Triumphant.
So all you need to do, go to login. Once you've opened the account,
okay,
on their website, and then you put your 4-digit
PIN
code or PIN.
Okay.
And that takes you to, just a minute. That takes you to this page.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, so this is Triumphant's account. Now, there are 2 stages to open this account, and as I say, you can complete these stages from your mobile app. But basically, what you've got to do, you've got to verify your account. And when we say verify your account, they need to verify your mobile. So they will send you an SMS message through to your mobile. And once you click on that message, that is your mobile phone verified. The second thing they'll do is they will send you an email through to your email account that you've registered when you registered your account. And you'll also have to click on that link as well. So that means that your email account is then verified. Okay? And then you can access your account. Now, if Triumphant was to click where it says add funds, Triumphant can add funds because, and you'll see it asks, how do you want to add your funds? The options are you can add funds with Bitcoin, with a credit card, with a bank transfer, or with an online payment processor called Natalia. And the reason that appears on Triumphant's screen is because Triumphant has previously uploaded proof of ID and proof of address. Now, until you do that, you will not be able to access that page. So once you've verified your mobile and you've verified your email address and you click where it says add funds, it's going to take you through the second stage of your registration. And that's where it's going to ask you for your full name, your date of birth, your address, and it's going to ask you to upload your proof of ID, which can be a passport or a driving license. And if it's a driving license, you'll need to take a you'll need to take a photo of the front and the back of the driving license. And if it's a passport, just take one photo, lay it out on a table. And when you take a photograph of it, make sure, it doesn't matter if you get the table, but you've got to get all 4 corners of that passport. And it will ask you to upload that twice. So don't be confused when it asks you to upload it again. That's just in case you're uploading a driving license, because if it's a driving license, you'll upload the front and the back. If it's a passport, you'll just take one photograph of it and upload that twice. Okay, so that serves as your proof of ID. You'll also need to upload proof of address. So whatever address that you've registered on your profile when you registered your account, you will need to upload a document that matches that address. It will also need to be dated within the last 3 months. And that can be a bank statement, or it could be a utility bill, or it can be a mobile phone bill. A bank statement is probably the best. Same again, put the bank statement on the table, take a photograph of it, or you might already have one saved on your phone, upload that. And once you've uploaded your proof of ID and proof of address, sometimes within about 15 minutes, you will have an email to say, congratulations, your Xapo account is now fully verified. But equally, expect to wait anything up to 24 hours before you receive that notification. Once your account is fully verified, you'll be able to do what Triumphant can do now. When you click on add funds, it's going to bring to this page, and you can either, I would suggest, upload funds with either a credit card or a bank transfer. Perhaps a bank transfer would be ideal. If you just click on bank transfer, Triumphant, okay, you've got a SEPA transfer, what's called a SEPA transfer. If you're doing a transfer from anywhere in Europe in euros, that would be a SEPA transfer. If you're doing a pound sterling transfer, that would be a wire transfer. And if you're doing a dollar transfer, that would be an international wire transfer. So wherever you are in the world, that will determine whether you go for a SEPA transfer, a wire transfer, or an international wire transfer. So with Triumphant being in the UK, if you just click on wire transfer, Triumphant, And Triumphant has already got funds in his account, so I'm sure he probably doesn't want to upload any more funds at the moment. But this is just to show those people how to complete this process.
For argument's sake, I'll just put something, let's say €100.
Okay. I tell you what, put 1,000 Triumphant. You're not going to upload it just now, but just put 1,000. Okay, £1,000. And simultaneously, you'll see at the bottom, it tells you the processing fee is just 50 cents.
Yeah.
Or 50 pence.
Yes.
I mean, you tell me, wherever you move £1,000 in a normal bank account, where in this world would they ever charge you 50 pence? It's more like to be £15.
Yes.
So the costs associated with operating your Xapo account are really, really negligible. So basically, if Triumphant wants to upload £1,000, he would enter the amount there, click continue, and on the next page, that just confirms again the wire transfer, and on the next page, it will give Triumphant all the bank details, which is the IBAN code, the account number, the sort code, and all the information that Triumphant needs to enter into his online account to transfer those funds to Xapo. Obviously, he could also print that out and take that document to the bank, and the bank will do it on his behalf. From my experience in the UK, when you do a bank transfer, it actually goes to Xapo's account in the UK. So normally your funds will arrive generally the same day. Here in Spain and anywhere in Europe, we do our bank transfer, and that goes to Xapo in Poland. Okay, so my transfer normally takes about 3 or 4 days. But if you just go back to your account, Triumphant, that's right. There we go. When you've successfully transferred those funds, let's assume you've transferred $2,172.20, then you will see that figure appear in your dashboard, just like that. So Triumphant right now has got $2,172.20. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do is when you see those funds actually sitting in your account, what you've got to remember is that your Xapo account is actually holding the receipt of your funds, but it's not holding any Bitcoin. So what you actually do now, can you see on the top right, if Triumphant just clicks where it says buy Bitcoin?
The transfer.
No, I'm just going to show, because I'm showing people. Click on the link, Triumphant, at the top where it says buy Bitcoin. That's right. Right, exactly. So what I'm showing people right now is when you've completed that bank transfer, your funds are going to be sitting in your account, but you still don't have Bitcoin. So what you've got to do is you've got to buy Bitcoin using those funds. So Triumphant has actually got the equivalent of £1,500 sitting in his, you'll notice I'm using a magnifying glass. I mean, but nevertheless, I need to see what Triumphant's got on his screen. If Triumphant wants to buy £1,500 worth of Bitcoin, then just below, can you see where it says amount to buy, Triumphant, where it says BTC? If you click on that drop-down menu, you click GBP pounds. Okay, so let's assume that Triumphant wanted to convert those £1,500 into Bitcoin. He would put 1,500 in that box. So if you just put 1,500, Triumphant, in the box, if you just type it in. No, can you put it in the box, to the right there? There we go. There we go. There we go. And if you put 1,500, there we go. Now, what this does is it automatically calculates what that is in Bitcoin. So if Triumphant wanted to convert the money which is just sent from his bank account that's now arrived in Xapo, and if he now wants to buy Bitcoin with those funds, he would enter that amount in the way I've just described and then click buy now. Okay, and once you click buy now, it means that you have no pounds sitting in your account anymore because you've now got Bitcoin. And that's what you want. You want to get rid of the pounds. You want to purchase Bitcoin. Okay, so that shows you how to actually purchase Bitcoin with the funds which you've transferred into your Xapo account. Okay, so I think that's very clear on that. Okay, and equally, there's another symbol on the top right there to sell. If there's at any time you want to convert your Bitcoin back into pounds, you can do so. But you'll remember when we started this video, I did mention that I've got another account which is with Coinbase. Now, Coinbase do have an office in the centre of London, in the financial district of London. The CEO of Coinbase used to be the CEO of Citibank, you know, a big merchant bank there. And Coinbase, what's the difference between Coinbase and Xapo? Well, the reason I recommend Xapo is because with Xapo, of course, you can have one of these Visa debit cards. Now, with Coinbase, they don't provide a Visa debit card. But one thing that Coinbase do, which Xapo don't, is you can link your Coinbase account to your bank. So let's assume you've got £10,000 sitting in your Xapo account in Bitcoin, for example, the equivalent of. You can convert that. Let's assume you've got £10,000 in Bitcoin sitting in your Xapo account. You can send that 10,000 to your Coinbase account. You can then convert it in your Coinbase account to pounds, and you can then send those pounds back to your bank if you should choose to. Okay, so that's absolutely brilliant. 1 minute you can be in the banking system, the next minute you can be in the digital currency system. Okay, so if you want to convert your money back into pound sterling or into euros, just send it to your Coinbase account, convert it back into your preferred currency, and then send it to your bank. And that's how to do it. Otherwise, if you just want to access cash, then you can draw it out from any ATM machine with this Visa debit card. Remember that you can only use this Visa debit card once you've converted your funds into Bitcoin. If you've just got dollars, pounds, or euros sitting on your account and you haven't yet converted them into Bitcoin, then this card will not work. Okay? So if you just go back into your main dashboard, Triumphant. If you click on the Xapo, can you see the small little icon at the top there? Top a bit higher on the left. On the left. Can you see? No, on the left. There we go. Click on that. Brilliant. Okay. So, what have we completed so far then? We've shown you how to register your account, how to verify your mobile, how to verify your email. You've uploaded your passport. You've uploaded your proof of address. That's brilliant. You've now received confirmation to say that your account is now verified. And because it's verified, you've now added some funds by clicking on where it says add funds. You chose to transfer with a bank transfer, and you've sent the funds to your Xapo account. Those funds were sitting in your account, and you then went to click where it says buy Bitcoin. In Triumphant's example, he had £1,500. He could have converted that into Bitcoin, and that's what you do. And when you've got Bitcoin sitting in your account, you can then use that Bitcoin to send anywhere as a Bitcoin payment. If you click on your BTC icon, Triumphant, there we go, on there. It actually, because if you just go back, I'm sorry, go back to where you just come from. This actually shows that Triumphant has got 0.01 of a Bitcoin, which is that's probably about 80. That's about $80 sitting in Bitcoin. He's got £1,500 sitting in cash. He's got a little bit of Bitcoin Cash, which is another type of currency. He's got no dollars. BTG, I'm not quite sure what that is. And so in actual fact, Triumphant, you've got £1,500 sitting in your account, which has not been converted yet. I assume you want to convert that into Bitcoin, do you?
Yes, I do.
Brilliant. So we can go through what we've just done then. If you click on pounds, that little there we go. Click on that. Okay, and click on. In fact, that shows you the history of some of Triumphant's transactions. But if you go back to the top where we went previously, where it says buy Bitcoin, top right, there we go. What we're going to do now is complete what we just spoke about a few moments ago. So this could be you. If you've just transferred £1,500 into your Xapo account and those funds have arrived, then you'll have to convert those £1,500 into Bitcoin. So like we said a few moments ago, we're going to buy Bitcoin. So click on the drop down. Triumphant wants to buy £1,500 worth of Bitcoin, so he's going to type in 1,500 into the box. .00. Okay. Click buy now. Okay, now this is the password that we spoke about. Before you go ahead, Triumphant, you remember that we said when you register your Xapo account, you will need a 4-digit PIN. You'll also need a password. This is the password that Triumphant is now entering to confirm his purchase. Okay, so that's a private password that only Triumphant knows, of course. So if you enter your password, click confirm transaction. Okay, and this you've just heard there that Triumphant has received a notification on his phone where he's got to approve that transaction. So if Triumphant now goes into his app, maybe you can show that on the screen, Triumphant. Let's stop sharing the screen so we can just see that a little bit closer. If you stop sharing the screen just for a moment while we can, zoom in on your phone a little bit, you can show everybody that message that you've just received. You might have to talk just to, if you just say something, then.
Now you receive a signal on your phone, form of a click or whatever, and then what you then do is go to, because you've loaded Xapo app on your mobile, it's got the X sign,
okay,
and with the red background, just press on that.
Okay.
And then you enter
the 4-digit PIN.
Your 4-digit PIN, which I will do now. And it will take you here where it says you need to approve the amount that I said should be converted to Bitcoin.
Can you read what it says, Sir Triumphant?
It says you need to approve GBP 1,500.
Okay, so presumably you just got to click.
What you then do is just enter that. Yeah, enter that. You just click on that. And then you do that as well. Okay, then tell you confirm in red. So all you need to do is confirm.
Brilliant.
So it's telling me that it has been done now. That's clicks. Tells you that it has been accepted. So my Bitcoin, my £1,500 has now been moved to Bitcoin or converted to Bitcoin.
Okay, we can now log into your, if you share your screen now, Triumphant.
Okay, share screen. That is it. So I can go back to my
Xapo account, dashboard.
And here is it. my Bitcoin has been converted. My pound sterling box has gone
Exactly.
because it's been all converted to Bitcoin. And now I now have 0.25 Bitcoin.
0.25, whereas before you had 0.01.
Yes.
Okay, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, so that's a fantastic example on how to register your account, verify it, upload your passport, your proof of address, fund it, buy the Bitcoin, and now Triumphant has got 1,500 pounds worth or more of Bitcoin. Okay, so we're now going to go into Triumphant's YOTA account.
Okay. So what we need to do is just
Go to YOTA.
open another
tab
and just put YOTA.biz, B-I-Z. There it is. Just click on that, and then select English, and then let me move this from here so I can my account.
Yeah.
And then I have to log in. Enter my email address. And then password. That is it. This is the home page for my YOTA account. So
if I can just point out something, Triumphant, obviously this is important. One of the first things you need to do when you've registered your YOTA account is click on profile. If you just click on profile as well, Triumphant, we can show people where it says personal information on the left-hand side there. Okay. Now, YOTA will want to know, how do you want to make your withdrawals? Now, if you're going to fund your account with Bitcoin, you'll want to be able to withdraw in Bitcoin. So can you see where it says payment details? There's a drop-down menu when you go there for the first time, and Bitcoin is one of those options. So we're highly, highly recommending that you fund it with Bitcoin, and once you've set it at Bitcoin, you can't really change that. Do make sure that you go to your personal information and enter your wallet address. Now, if you've not seen one before, that's what a wallet address looks like. Exactly where Triumphant's got his mouse at the moment. So let's go back to Triumphant's Xapo account and let's show where you find your wallet address. If you click, that's right, click on there.
That's your wallet address here.
Okay, click on that.
And you can click on that as well. And this is the wallet address.
Okay.
So if I need this for my YOTA account, all I need to do is just go like that. Then I copy that. And then I paste it. Since I'm not doing that because I've done that. We can go back to YOTA and then paste it here. Where's Bitcoin? That is what my Bitcoin wallet that I copied from Xapo and then paste on Bitcoin. If I don't do that, the money won't go into my Xapo account.
Exactly. So you can enter your details on there. The other thing as well is your referral link. I'm just trying to remember now how to change the referral link. Do you do that?
What you need to do, where it has login.
That's right.
There's already a link here. Mine is Triumph 1. All you need to do is delete that and put in what you would like to be there. You put, if you are James, you can put James 1. If you are Susie, you can put Susie Cash or whatever. And that will then appear after you've done that and saved it. It will appear here on your reward link. Here you can see my reward link ends with Triumph 1. And that is Triumph 1 here, as you can see.
You're talking about the right at the very top right of the screen there, aren't you?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Because many people ask, if I want to refer somebody into my YOTA business, where is my referral link? Well, when you've changed, as Triumphant has just explained, and you've put your preferred login details in that box, if you want to call yourself Batman 5, for example, I don't know why you would, but if you did, in the login you would call yourself Batman 5, and then your login, your referral link, would be immediately changed on the top right there to whatever it is, ending in Batman 5. Okay, so basically,
if I may just say, make sure that once you've changed or whatever is here, you've now put your Bitcoin wallet that you copy from Xapo there.
That's right.
And you've changed your login detail, right. For example, mine to Triumph 1.
That's right.
And then if you have Skype, they need the Skype information. Mine's triumphant.ogre1. And then put your phone number the way it is here. You have to save it. If you don't save it, it won't work.
Incidentally, Triumphant, it's great when people do have a Skype account because it means we can all communicate using Skype.
Yes.
But in the event that someone doesn't have a Skype account, you can enter your email address where it says Skype, and that will allow you to register your account. So it's not absolutely 100% essential that somebody has a Skype account. They can enter their email address as an alternative.
Okay, that's cool.
And perhaps change that later. So that's very important. So that's how we enter our wallet address. And if you now go to investment, and go to the dashboard.
Oh God, made a mistake. Then we go to the dashboard now.
And click the investment calculator where it says new, and it's the end there. Second from the right. Second from the right. Mm-hmm. That one, yeah. Okay. This is absolutely brilliant. It's an inbuilt calculator which will explain to you in specific detail how much you're going to receive on a daily basis, 5 days a week. So, for example, if Triumphant was to put into that box 1,500, this is quoting in dollars, of course, and £1,500 is a lot more than $1,500. But $1,500, for example, would pay Triumphant $27 a day, which is $185 a week. Sorry, $135 a week, which is $594 a month. Now, at any time when you have $35 or more sitting in your account, you can go to the top left-hand side of the dashboard, where Triumphant's going right now, where it says reinvest. Can you see Triumphant on the top left somewhere? Reinvest.
Okay, just a minute.
That's
reinvest,
it.
Yeah.
Okay. So at the moment, Triumphant has nothing in his wallet, but when he has $35 or more sitting in there, he can reinvest. And if you want to generate even better returns, the best way to do that is to compound your returns by reinvesting at every opportunity, every time you've got $35 or more sitting in your account. Okay, so that's very, very important. Keep checking your account on a daily basis. Every time you see $35, just simply reinvest it. Of course,
if we could go back to investing, how do you deposit funds into your Xapo.com account? That's very essential because already you've created Xapo. You've now copied the wallet into your Bitcoin, your YOTA account. So now the question is, how do I transfer the money to
exactly
YOTA? And that's where we need to look at.
Oh yeah, definitely. But everything I've just explained though about the importance of reinvesting, how to get your referral link, and how to use the calculator is all very, very important. Now we're going to We're going to go back to the calculator, Triumphant.
Okay.
Click on that. And how many pounds do you want to invest on this occasion? And not pounds, how many dollars do you want to invest on this occasion?
Okay, maybe 500.
Okay, fair enough. So if you type in 500.
Okay.
Okay. So immediately it shows you that Triumphant's going to earn $9 a day, $45 a week, which is $198 a month, which is great. And the other thing it shows is that because it's more than $300, it means he's going to be earning 1.8% per day on his investment for an indefinite period of time. Okay, so that's absolutely brilliant. It's not for a specific period of time. It's not for 12 months or a month. It's for an indefinite period of time. So, so that's absolutely wonderful. So if that's what Triumphant wants to do, just simply click where it says at the bottom there, replenish deposit. Okay, and if you move our picture from the right, 'cause I think it's just covering the Bitcoin thing. You just drag our things out of the way, or is it me on this side?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. So right, okay, so you've got various different ways of funding it, and what we're saying is we're going to fund it with Bitcoin. So Triumphant is going to click on that little icon. Okay, brilliant.
And then submit.
But of course, you're going to click where it says agree to the terms and conditions, but he's already done so.
Yeah.
And then click submit. And on the next page will be the wallet address that Triumphant has to send his money to.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. So if you just copy that wallet address, Triumphant.
Okay. Once you click on submit, YOTA will generate a wallet account for you. It is that wallet account that's the $500 dollars that I have. I said I want to invest. That's equivalent. I mean, it is that wallet. So for me to be able to pay the $500 into it that has been generated for me by YOTA. So all I need to do is copy. Let's copy that. Okay, copied. I've copied it. So I have to go to my
Xapo account
and says send. And then it's asking me, it said from my wallet account to, I put my paste, that is the
wallet address.
Wallet that I copied from YOTA, that the money is going into, I've now pasted there. So here, in order to amount to pay, the amount of BTC to pay, I'll go back to YOTA again. And here is the amount. The $500 in BTC of Bitcoin is here. That's the amount. All I need to do is copy that again.
Make sure, of course, Triumphant, you don't copy the BTC. It's just the new.
Sorry. Yeah. All I need to do is just go in and copy
the numbers.
So what I then do is go back to. So my $500 is now 0.061033839 in Bitcoin. So I go back to my Xapo account, and then I will paste that amount. That is it. It's done. What's going on? What's going on?
Well, just take down Bitcoin. I tell you what, you might just rather than paste it.
Yeah.
Just see if you can type it.
Okay, write it by hand. Okay. So go back to YOTA. So the amount is, sorry. So you can write it down, 0.061033839. So I can go back to Xapo and just do 0.061 03839. It accepted. So I will go send.
Okay.
Now it says, do I want it high priority or standard priority? In fact, is that when you do high priority, they do charge you more. But because from what my experience is quick anyway, so I just do standard.
Well, to be honest, Triumphant, this is what I would say. Every time you do a transaction on any Bitcoin wallet, it will give you a choice. Do you want high priority or standard priority? If you choose high priority, it will cost you a little bit extra, but it will put your transaction at the front of the queue. Now, it's always worth it, because sometimes if you don't go for high priority, your transaction can take you a lot longer than what you might think.
Okay, let's go for high priority.
Exactly.
Then continue.
Okay.
So again, the password that you created when you were setting up Xapo is what you're going to put here now.
Okay.
So you confirm.
And Triumphant will have that message through to his phone again.
Again, message to my phone. And remember, we've created Xapo account.
Can you just show that on the screen? If you stop sharing, and let's see if we can see that on the phone, on the screen. If you stop sharing the screen just for a moment, Triumphant. Okay, if you just talk at the same time, it'll bring the camera onto you.
That is it. So it's going to be, you press on the on that symbol.
Carry on talking. Carry on talking.
That is it. It's gone to my account. Then
I have to just need to turn the phone a little bit, because I'm seeing a lot of bright white at the moment. I'm not actually seeing the details on the phone. So if you just talk and I'll tell you if I can see the phone. All right.
Okay. There's now it's taking me to this page.
It just put it in front of the camera, Triumphant, because I can't see it at the moment.
You just go here now, and then the 4-digit password, you enter it.
Okay.
And it takes you here.
Just do a bit of that.
Let me. Can you see it now?
I'm just seeing a bit of a bright white screen, to be honest.
Oh, but
can you just turn it to 45 degrees, maybe?
Can you see?
That's better. That's better. I can see something.
Okay, then here at the top it says you need to approve BTC O's when blah blah blah. The amount BTC we enter to Xapo earlier.
Okay, can we see that?
I've been given the notification that I need to approve it. So all I need to do is just go where it says you need to approve BTC blah blah blah. Just do that on it.
And then just lift your phone a bit higher.
And then the next thing is just on that as well. Then it's telling me now, it brings to that page. Then all I need to do, where you can see confirm, just press confirm.
Brilliant.
Now it's confirmed, because when you hear that noise, it's saying to me, oh, it's been confirmed.
Brilliant.
So share screen again. Okay. That is it, approved. You can see the approved sign in blue, in blue here.
Exactly.
That's been approved. So my money has been approved to be paid or transferred from Xapo to YOTA wallet.
Okay. I think we can stop sharing the screen now, Triumphant.
Okay. I'll stop sharing the screen.
So that is a short video. And if you just watch that several times and just play it back to wherever you need to, just to complete all those steps, you'll have no problem registering your Xapo account, downloading the app onto your phone, verifying your mobile, verifying your email address, uploading your ID with your passport, uploading your proof of address with your bank statement, funding it with the bank transfer, buying the Bitcoin with the balance that's in your account, and then, of course, investing into YOTA, selecting how much you want to invest, and then transferring your Bitcoin from your Xapo account through to your YOTA account from your wallet through to their wallet address. And typically, Triumphant has now just completed that transaction. That money will arrive in Triumphant's YOTA account literally within, I would say, within the next 40 minutes. Now, it could be 10 minutes, it could be 15 minutes, but I would say typically within the next 30 to 40 minutes.
And once it's arrived at my YOTA account, it goes automatically into it started working for me right away.
Exactly.
So by tomorrow or 2 days later, I will see the effect of the transfer, or that money is actually working for me.
It starts working immediately. Yes. Within the next 40 minutes, and then Triumphant's going to be receiving 1.8% per day on his deposit today. So that's absolutely fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed that short video. Thank you for Triumphant to complete those steps, and Triumphant is now going to be better off for his deposit. We look forward to meeting you, because we're going to be holding mini conventions in different cities around the UK and abroad as well, because we show people how to understand Bitcoin. As you can see with Globit here, we show people how to understand Bitcoin and how to benefit from multiple streams of income, all paid in Bitcoin. And of course, all these different streams of income, they're all completely passive. Recruiting and selling this business to other people is totally optional. You don't have to tell anybody, in fact. So you don't have to recruit anybody. It's completely passive. So if you want to see your money grow, then do get involved with our different Bitcoin streams of income. So thanks for your time today. Have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you as soon as possible at our forthcoming meetings, at our webinars, and at our forthcoming events. Have a great day, and we'll speak.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Malcolm.
Yes, thank you, Triumphant. Thanks a lot. Speak to you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Cheers for now.
Yeah.